Hello, Sagittarius, and happy birthday. This is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius suns, but also moon and rising. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I had a pretty quiet one, which was great. Did a lot of cooking for me and Hannah. We did ribs on the grill. I'm so tired of eating the same old crap for Thanksgiving. I've been eating that crap since I could eat table food. I'm 57. I didn't want no more this year. So we did ribs on the grill, ribs and chicken. Of course, I made my greens, black eyed peas, and Hannah made 4 sweet potato pies. We didn't do any mac and cheese this year, no dressing, no cranberry sauce, and we did some fruit. And so that was our Thanksgiving dinner, and we've been eating off of it for the past, I don't know, since, what's today, 27th, for the past 3 days. So first set of ribs, I had to go buy a second set because the first slab I accidentally burned. I was doing something, I was making soap. I usually make soap for Christmas gifts, and got busy doing something else with the soap and left the ribs in there too long. So I had to get up Thanksgiving morning. Luckily, the store was open, and go buy another slab of ribs and marinate those up and then throw them on the grill. So anyway, I hope everybody had a great one. I have with me the Radiant White deck. I have with me the Levita Sibilas. And I'm going to try a new Oracle deck this time. I don't know if they're going to work well with the cards. We shall see. And if they don't, then it ain't the cards, it's me. So we'll see. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around. I usually like to give the birthday month a little extra time. I've been doing some cleaning and moving stuff around since Hannah has her driver's license and can now drive herself to wherever she needs to go. So it's been fantastic. All right, I've already done some shuffling and meditation on your sign and glyph, Sagittarius. But I am going to give it one more shuffle and one more rifle, and then we'll get started. We're going to lay 9 cards, okay? I did have a couple of trimmers. Those still are coming and going. I got my EEG results back, and they're all normal. No epilepsy, no seizures, no nothing. So in other words, after 2 MRIs and an EEG, they don't know what the hell's wrong with me. So here we go. All right. 9 cards down. 8 of swords. Oh, wow. 2 of cups. That's interesting. Huh. And the Emperor. Well. Page of Wands. 9 of coins. And the Hierophant. Wow. Knight of coins. 4 of wands. So now I have 2 4s. And a 6 of pentacles. Well, this is interesting. Okay. What is over the entire reading? It is the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you are coming out of a situation in which you feel, or you think that you don't have any options or you can't get out of. Now I find that to be quite interesting because what the cards are showing me is that indeed there is a partner, or there will be a partner coming in for some of you. Past, present, future, interplay of the cards. Indeed, there is a male figure who will be coming in to assist you and to help you. Right in the center, I have the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles tells me that presently, you have done, in other words, you presently at the present time, because everything else is going on around this. At the present time, you are in a really decent position. You don't think so. You're worried about something. I don't know what you're worried about, but whatever the situation, it's something that you're making up on your own. That's the windmills of our mind. You're worried about something. There's anxiety about something. You're turning it over and over and over again in your mind, and you don't see a way out. But the truth of the matter is you're in a really decent position with this 9. And 9 is a focus on completion of events. I do have 2 court cards here. And the 9 says that, in terms of finances, you're probably going to get that promotion. You're going to get that raise. Whatever your financial situation is, it will be on the improve. Even sometimes I've seen this when it talks about relationships being on the improve. But for others of you, this is a relationship, perhaps a romantic relationship issue. Which has had you kind of worried and upset about something. But the Ace of Pentacles has come to say that not only will you be traveling a new path, but you're going to be doing things in a different way. Now, I have 2 cards here, actually 3 cards, so to speak. This is the shacking up card, this is the marriage card, and this is the partnership card, okay? So there's this undercurrent of this, no matter if this is a business partner or romantic partner, that someone is on the way, so to speak. And indeed, when this person comes in, we see that we go from the 9 to the good news, which brings us the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if some of you are planning on moving, but you definitely have this idea of you've got a new focus, a new desire, a new passion that has come in. One in which it will, if it hasn't already, it will most definitely improve for you in a financial sense, because there's a contractual issue here. Okay. Now, sometimes a Hierophant card will show up when it talks about going to work in organizations where there's a hierarchical structure. As you can see, he's over this Hierophant here. And so this could be like a boss or somebody who is, what's the word? An entrepreneur, so to speak, but someone who's willing to help and assist, coach, whatever the situation calls for. I have the 2 4s. 2 4s can say that 2 different things. That represents a safe and secure time frame for you at the moment. But also, 2 4s can say that I think it's being overly cautious about everything. Let me make sure of that. House repairs and looking to move house. And so I see that here. Some of you want to move, will be looking to move. Maybe you're looking for someone to rent from or buy from, in which case that's the new partner that is coming in. You've saved to do that. It is the right thing to do. The contractual issue, but also the idea of just knowing at some point you gain some kind of clarity. You know exactly what it is you're supposed to do. Now, it may take a moment for that news to come in for some of you, in which case I would say continue on in the vein in which you are going, because you will eventually arrive at this place. This will be something to celebrate no matter what it is. If this is a romantic issue, this is the idea of a possibility of a long-term relationship that really is going to be rather beneficial for you. Okay? Again, the person is coming in to help and assist you in all areas of your life. I have the swords, the wands, the cups, the coins represented. They're kind of equally weighted, except I only have 1 cup and 1 sword. So this tells me that at the moment that you're that you will find emotional balance, and this, whatever situation it is that you think it is something that you're creating on your own. It's not real. It may not be the truth of the situation. It is only what your brain or your thoughts are telling you. Now, the final card here is this Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles says that you're going to end up finding yourself in a position in which someone will come in to assist, or that you yourself will be able to assist, to give back, maybe to family members who've helped you or friends who've helped you in the past. It talks about giving. It talks about sharing. It talks about finding the balance within yourself. But there's also this undercurrent here as well. I have 3 people here and 3 people here, at least 2 people here, 2 people there, 2 people there. Okay. So maybe what some of you are worried about is that there's someone else in the picture. Okay. I can't say necessarily that this is so at the moment. I can't look at these. These are both messages. This is some kind of news coming in that's telling you that, you know, yeah, you do get that promotion, or yeah, you do get that raise, or yeah, you are going to have the finances to move because you've really been saving and scrimping and doing, which brings this contractual issue. So if this is, let's say that partner that you were looking for in a business sense, that person is, again, I say this again, it's because it's coming through quite strongly. That person is on their way. Okay. If this is a relationship issue, I can't necessarily say that it will end up being a marriage proposal, but I will say that it's going to be the type of relationship in which you can, for lack of a better term, really prosper. And prosperity is not always about a financial sense. It's about everything in your life going well and the way that it should. Particularly here with this Two of Cups over the top. I'm just kind of at a loss for, you know, this is the past. This is my past row. This is my future row. And then I have this knighting over here. So again, this tells me that it's all going to clear up. So my question is, what is it that you are worried about? Is it this idea that maybe you think there's somebody else in the picture? Okay. That maybe somebody's not being honest and truthful with you. But that again could just be, you know, your own fears coming up. Frustration, bitterness, because you can't, you know, you don't see exactly what's happening, and so therefore you feel like you can't make a move or make a decision. I would say you should stop that because the energy is not that good for that. I'm going to turn these 2 cards over because traditionally they represent people. You know, when the Knight of Pentacles shows up, he's a slow-moving knight, so it tells me that eventually the situation is going to change, but it's going to bring you some good news. Okay? It's just coming rather slowly, and that could be another thing about, you know, why you're all worried or tense or upset. You know, you got that fire in your belly, but you don't see how you're going to be doing whatever it is you're trying to do. Okay? So what does that leave me? It leaves me the 8, the 2, the 9, the 4, and the 6 as they relate to these 2 cards. Now, if the Emperor is not a person, this is the idea that you really need to balance out your emotions and your logic. Because for some of you, you are at odds right now. What you think and what you feel are at odds with each other. Okay? And you don't have any idea why it is you think what you think. You just don't know. You know? Maybe you're suspect. You know, maybe it's from a past, what do you call it? Based upon your condition from the past, situations that have happened to you before. So, I mean, you know, again, we have to learn how to, here's my book. We have to learn how to balance that out so that we can be rational. Because sometimes, you know, we end up sabotaging ourselves when we're in this particular energy. So let me see what I can find here. We're going to start with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Let's see here. Doesn't tell me anything next to these 2 cards. But it also tells you to expect an unexpected letter, message, or information. And for you to expect a surprise in the form of a gift, celebration, but it can also represent an unexpected gift or surprise. It indicates a new friendship or romance that is of a positive nature. It can tell of reconciliation. It may be signifying contractual agreements and or meetings between business partners is imminent. Okay, so all of the things that I've just said is what the card represents. Let's go to the Nine of Pentacles here. Oh, well, the Nine of Pentacles with the Emperor. It may be implying that a promotion or position of responsibility will be offered to you. This position will entail benefits, but you are asked to consider all facets before taking on the position. Before choosing to take on this role, it is important to consider the added duties or responsibilities involved. There it is. Okay? That is the Nine of Pentacles with the Emperor. Doesn't tell me anything here. Oh, I skipped over the Eight of Swords, didn't I? Let's take a look at this Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Well, see, here's something you don't hear often. It suggests a desire to make changes and improve certain aspects of one's life, be it on the career or home front. At this particular time, though, only small achievements and improvements are likely to be made, and this may be frustrating. But effort and perseverance will pay off in the long term, so you are asked to keep this in mind. But it also implies that you are unable to think clearly. So it is advisable to seek sensible advice about it. I mean, there it is. Tells me nothing else. Four of Wands. Four of Wands tells me nothing next to these two cards. It can sometimes be an indication that someone is enjoying a romance which may lead to the commitment of marriage, or the foundations of a long-term commitment or marriage may be laid at this time. Okay? Six of Pentacles. I just get the sense that some of you think that there may be somebody else, but I'm here to tell you that I don't think that's possible. It may be telling of a promotion or bonus. It says that your hopes and dreams and plans for the future are right on track. It is an indication that promotions, employment opportunities, and new prospects are available for you to take up. Efforts from past rewards, from past work will be rewarded. A generous offer or opportunity arises for you to consider. It is most auspicious to look into all avenues that intrigue you. It implies that assistance will come when it is most needed. It may manifest as a sudden win or windfall, or finances becoming available at the most appropriate time. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. So what I'm going to do is to take a look at this Eight of Swords for you. I mean, it's quite clear that whatever this thing is that you are worried about, it's really a wasted effort. And instead, you need to balance out your energies. You need to balance out the balance between your emotions and your thoughts. Okay? Get yourself back on even keel. Ground yourself. I also feel that there's going to be three, especially with this knighting, it goes from the 9 to the 6. So there's three things that either you're going to have to do or you're going to have to pack away because they're not meant to go with you on this new journey. Okay? Let's take a look at that. Maybe those are the three things that you're worried about. I don't know. The letterato. The consolante sorpresa. And the desperate jealousy. Well, wow. Isn't that an odd trio of cards? The letterato is basically someone who is learned, who is logical. The person may be an artist, so they may have a specialized something that they do. This could be you. The consolante sorpresa is this idea that an opportunity is going to come to you, the one in which you're going to have to jump on quite quickly. And it will seem as though the results have been fished out of water. When you went looking for something else, you ended up finding this. But here's the desperate jealousy, which is, in effect, another Eight of Swords. So I'm not exactly sure if you've met this person already. This person has offered something to you, but you're worried about accepting it, or you're worried about what's going to come with it, or you're worried that you're not going to be able maybe to accept or perform the duty. I don't know if that is the case. So let me take a look at this desperate jealousy here for you, because it just doesn't make any sense looking at the rest of the cards. To see if there's any additional information he can give me. Well, it talks about, and maybe this is what it is, that you may be about to trust someone who will ultimately lead you to your ruin. The card heralds scandal, slander, gossip, and backstabbing. But it also warns of negative thought forms and of general negativity. It indicates not seeing beyond the present moment, or even being stuck in the past, unable to resolve some problem without finding the necessary inner resources to pull through. It heralds tears and deep worry and many hours spent crying, perhaps even substance abuse. He's got a bottle here near his feet where he's been drinking. Okay? And so I feel that this is a situation in which you are suspect of this individual or the person who wants to help you. And as I say, sometimes we can sabotage ourselves when we, if this is, someone offering to help you, if you've got conditions on accepting the help, then maybe you can discuss that with the person in a logical manner, in a rational manner, instead of running away from the person. So let me pull a card to see what's happening with you. Focus a question. Let me give it a bit more because it's a huge deck. Because there's something, that I'm not seeing, and what I think it is, the cards are not giving me any indication. And what I think the issue is, it's really stemming from some type of fear that you have, okay? But it's based on something in the past, perhaps that has happened to you. Now, the funny card has come out, and it is called the Goddess card. And the light attributes of this card are the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. But I feel that perhaps what you guys think, it's the shadow attribute, the exploitation of the female nature and form. I think you feel that somebody, if you accept the help, they're going to exploit you or try to exploit you. She can sometimes manifest in her shadow form in extreme indulgence. Okay? As often seen like in movie stars and fashion models. But The light side, or the diva portion, embodies wisdom, guidance, physical grace, athletic prowess, and sensuality. So if you're looking for something to kind of help anchor you and steer you in the right direction, you want to be looking at goddesses like Athena or Minerva, the able-bodied warrior woman and the power behind the throne, or Venus, beauty and sexuality, and also right relationships. Isis or Durga, motherhood. Oshun, the East African Yoruba goddess of pleasure, love, and beauty. Astarte, fertility and sexual love. Or Kuan Yin, the Chinese embodiment of compassion. And so to me, what it feels like is that you do a lot, you've done a lot for people, you're always helping, you're kind, this is what you're known for. But then the moment that someone comes in to help you, you are afraid of accepting that help for yourself. As if someone is going to want something else from you. But, embody the goddess part. Sometimes men like to just help women. Men love to be the hero. And sometimes it's okay to let them be the hero. But again, I feel that if there's something that you feel that you're worried about, express that. Don't hold that in. Express that. Say, look, if I help you, this has always been the way it's been for me. When I allow, men to help me, this is what they expect from me. I can't just go through that anymore, and I'm not willing to do that, And if you're okay, with me expressing this to you, and you still want to help me, then great. Okay. I don't think it would do you any harm to accept the help and the assistance, particularly if this is like a promotion or a job, something, because a person could really just be wanting to reward you due to your work done in the past and the skills that you have. Don't undercut yourself for fear of somebody wanting something from you that you can't, or that you are unwilling to give or provide. When you do that, you're cutting your skills short. You know what I mean? So if they're hiring you or they're offering you this position because of your skills, then that's what it is. And don't make it, something else. And so that is the advice that I have for you, Sagittarius. I think that's a pretty good message for you, because I do get the sense that for some of you, this is going to be a really big transitional move for you, which is great going into 2023. Even if this is a romantic relationship issue, set your boundaries. Set your boundaries and move ahead. And so I hope this message helped. Until next time, be well, stay safe, and namaste. Bye.